Relatively Muskegon. I'm Britta Cleveland here with my dear friend Mark Nicolai, who is the fabulous fire inspector for Muskegon County. And we're here at the Muskegon Township Fire Station number 1, right here off of Apple Avenue. How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to see you. Thank you.
I'm glad to see you too. Always glad to see you.
Absolutely.
This is such a cool place. All right, we're sitting here. I made Mark put us right here in front of their memorabilia, right in their conference center. It's so cool. You've got all these really cool things here, just really cool history on how far fire prevention and fire safety has come over the years. So before we get into the memorabilia, Mark Nicolai does so much for our Muskegon County area. Now, why don't you tell us just a little bit about being a fire inspector? What is that all about?
Well, being a fire inspector entails, mainly for my job, 3 main functions. I'm responsible for fire code enforcement, investigation of all fires within our jurisdiction, and public education, which is kind of why we're here today.
Yes, it is. We've got a lot of important things to touch on today, but I think it's really cool. You go around to all the schools and you talk to all the kids, and he is so good with kids. You should see this guy. He gave me a little demonstration of how he goes into the schools, and you talk to kids from the kindergarten right on up.
Preschool through 4th grade are the target areas for us to get them in good habits early is very important.
Yeah, everybody needs to know about fire safety, but not only are we just talking about the kids and all the events that they do throughout the year, and you do a lot of events at the schools, of course in October, Fire Prevention Month, but it's year-round. This is a non-stop commitment to the community. And there's a lot of things, just being here with Mark today, there's a lot of things you've taught me in just the few minutes I've been here with you. I mean, things that normally you and I don't really think about. I mean, we've talked about putting too many outlets or too many extension cords into one outlet, big no-no.
Absolutely. Extension cords are very important not to overload. If you have to use an extension cord, we highly advise one that's proper for the job that you're doing, or use a surge-protected terminal strip. But at all times, we always say, don't use an extension cord if you don't have to.
Right.
Plug things directly into an approved outlet, and you should be fine.
Okay, and that's really important thing. So something so simple, but so really important, but also something so simple and so easy. We're talking fire detectors.
Yep, smoke alarms and smoke detectors will always be the first line of defense.
Okay.
Early detection is key. So Muskegon County has all the fire departments in Muskegon County has a free smoke alarm install program. Contact your local fire department. We have them. We also have CO detectors available as well, and we will make sure that your house has the proper amount to be with what the codes say is standard nowadays, which is 1 in every bedroom, hallway adjacent to the bedrooms, and 1 at least every level of the home. Depends on the home's layout. I've installed as many as 10 in a house. I've installed as few as 2 or 3 in a house. Just depends on the home's layout.
Yeah, including the basement and the attic.
Absolutely.
And all of these things. So, gosh, you just mentioned this program and all the local fire departments, and you are a big part of getting that in our Muskegon community. Anyone who needs smoke detectors in their home, they can just go to their local fire department and find out more about that program.
Absolutely. In 2015, we had a fire death problem here in Muskegon County, and Fire Marshal Ted Carnes from Norton Shores Fire Department and I teamed up with an organization, Escape Fire, and we were able to, ever since, we've been able to get free smoke alarms and CO detectors for the residents of our county. And I'm happy to say that all of the fire departments in Muskegon County participate in that.
That is very cool. So, as Mark just said, all of the Muskegon County fire departments participate. Go to your local fire department if you'd like to find out more if you need smoke detectors in your home, or if you need to find out more about that. But gosh, like I said, there's just so many things, and we're going to visit a lot of different times throughout the year, Mark. I just have this feeling. But, okay, now I know you have a really cool but extremely important event coming up at the end of May. Why don't you tell us about this event that's coming up at the end of May?
Okay, the NFPA has sponsored a National Home Fire Sprinkler Awareness Week. It is May 19th, which is a Sunday, through that whole following week. And we want to bring out the awareness that if we really want to make a difference in the fire death problem in Michigan and other states, we need to start looking at residential home fire suppression systems.
Okay.
In conjunction with this week, we have decided to do a side-by-side burn demonstration.
Wow.
To illustrate the difference between what a home with a suppression system would look like when it's on fire and what a home would look like if it doesn't have a suppression system. So we actually have two 8x8 burn cells, one with a sprinkler, one without, and folks will be more than welcome to come out and take a look at this demonstration. And what's interesting is we've teamed up with the Muskegon County Career Tech Center Building Trades, who are having, they build student-built houses, and they have actually built one and are anticipating building another house with a home fire suppression. So we've teamed up with them to do the demonstration right next door to one of their homes that has a suppression system in it. So folks will be able to look at the fire demonstration that we have, but then go into a home and see just how what a home fire suppression system looks like.
How beneficial, and the main important thing is saving lives. And it's amazing. Mark was showing me some photographs before we started the interview of one, like you said, with the suppression system.
Absolutely.
And one without, and what a difference. And I'm sure they're going to have all kinds of information. By the way, this blog, I will have all the information about this demonstration posted below, so you can go and see. By the way, where is it going to be taking place?
So it's going to be taking place at one of their student-built locations. It'll be at 2494 Chestnut Trail in Muskegon, which is off from Sheridan,
Yes.
which is, most people are familiar with Apple Avenue. If you go north on Sheridan off from Apple Avenue and past MacArthur, it'll be the next road on your right, and you'll see the fire trucks and lots of cars out there. Again, folks with the CTC will be there as well to talk about what they do and their partnership with putting home fire suppression systems in the homes that these students are building. The one point I would like to make is currently it is in the National Residential Code, which Michigan adopts, so the requirement is there to have them in all 1- and 2-family dwellings, but it gets lobbied out, that section of the code gets lobbied out at the state level. And a lot of it is due to a lot of misconceptions about home fire suppression systems, and there's again, misconceptions, and the national average is about $1.35 a square foot. So not that expensive. I see folks putting more money into countertops and cabinets than it would for this life-saving
Save a
feature.
life. And I would think that with this, I would imagine it's got to affect your home insurance costs. If you have this, I would imagine that it's got to greatly benefit you on savings for your home insurance.
Absolutely. It helps on so many levels. Insurance is just one. Fire damage is two. It does save on water damage during a fire. The fire itself releasing toxins and chemicals into the atmosphere greatly reduced. I know there's a lot of folks that are concerned about air pollution, quality control. Again, these help almost eliminate most of that.
Something that you were also mentioning before we started the interview, but it's really important for a lot of people, something so simple in any fire. It's not so much the actual fire. What did you tell me?
Oh, absolutely. So the thing that injures and kills residents the most is the smoke. It's not the actual fire that gets to the people, it's the smoke. The smoke can actually put you into a deeper sleep and make you not wake up. There's a myth out there that says, well, I'll just smell the smoke, I'll get up and get out. I wish it was like that. It's not. So one of the slogans that's out there is close before you doze, meaning close your bedroom door before you go to sleep. And that is a huge life-saving thing that people can do, so simple that a lot of folks don't do, and it just allows that smoke to continue throughout the house.
It's just the simple things, the simplest,
Very simple.
simplest things can make such a huge difference on saving lives and protecting your family and protecting your home. And we just touched on just several simple things, but they're so major. But this is going to be really exciting to see your demonstration. Again, it's taking place on Sunday, May 19th.
No, that's actually on Thursday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
scratch
Thursday,
that.
Thursday, May 16th.
May 16th.
It starts it runs 11 to 1 o'clock with the actual burn taking place about noon.
Okay.
So we're going to actually...
Thursday the 16th. Thursday the 16th of May. All right, like I said, we will have all of this information posted below as part of the blog. So anything in closing you want to remind people about as we move into this, fire starting season? Hey, yeah, a lot of people are going to be having bonfires this type of year and camping.
Absolutely. Bonfires, stay in attendance. Don't think that the fire is out when you're done. If you are burning brush and the state allows you to, we follow the state curriculum. They can go on the state's website to see if open burning is allowed in our county or in our jurisdiction. But if you burn, be in attendance. Make sure it's out at all times. Keep a hose nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Fire safety is just so important at so many levels.
It is, absolutely. And we're coming into that season where people are burning. I know that Kevin and I burnt quite a few trees this past weekend, down trees from all the storms we've had. But thank you so much for all this helpful advice. And Mark Nicolai, of course, Fire Inspector with Muskegon County, Muskegon Township, Fire Station number 1. Again, Thursday, May 16th, between 11 and 1, this incredible demonstration going to be taking place. We're going to have all the information posted below. So Mark, thanks, man. We're going to be chatting with you again.
Absolutely. Thanks, Britta, for doing this. It's so important to get this word of safety out.
Absolutely. And if you have any immediate questions or emergencies, obviously always call 911 if you have an emergency. But if you have any questions, you can always call your local fire department. They're always there to help you. We love these guys. We love these guys. Mark Nicolai, thank you so much for joining us today on Positively Muskegon. We'll see you next time.